5. I forgot to put the area in. Darn it. Alright, got that in there. And then network again 172.31.4, I believe. Yeah, 4.0. And then 0.0.0.3 area 0. There we go. And make sure you put the passive on the interface. So passive G0/0. And we're good to go on the OSPV2. We just gotta now do the OSPV3 because this is the router that needs IPv4 and IPv6. So what we do for router 3 OSPV3 requirements is we go back into config mode. So exit out of here and do the IPv6 unicast routing, and your next command will be IPv6 router OSPF1, and the router ID needs to be put on here. And then go to interface G0/0 IPv6 OSPF1 area 0, and then IPv6, oh hold on, interface S. I'm going to double check this real quick. Make sure it's S001 that I want. Okay, just wanted to double check. S001 right there. I had a foul up last time, so I just want to make sure I do it right this time. And then that would be IPv6 OSPF1 area 0. Okay. So when you get all this done right here, you're good and ready to go on router 2. Let's make sure. Okay. Let's get out of here, but I want to check our results for now. See how we're doing on that. Router 2 is the most important one. I took my time on it. See, I'm missing route 1 all of a sudden. Process ID. Okay. Alright, hold on. Gotta go back into here. Glad I checked that out. Missing route 1. Missing route 1. How are they missing route 1? Just a second here. Let me check that again. Alright. I'll get right back with you guys. I'm going to troubleshoot this real quick. Figure out what I did wrong there. As soon as I figure it out, I'll share it with you. Alright, so after doing a little bit of troubleshooting, I figured out what I did wrong. I got this route corrected on RB. This was the only one we're missing. I went forward and got RC done because router C, I figured if I got router C done It might connect to router B, but that wasn't the issue. I looked at the OSPV2 routing configuration and I did it incorrectly on router B. So let me show you what I did on router C. Basically, I set up the IP addresses. Interface G00, used the IPv6 address 2001 DB8 3:1/64. Did the link local address to the IPv6 of FE80 right here. And then I did a no shut. Came down here a little bit. Did the same thing for interface S000 because those are the only two it's using, as you can see right here. G00 S000. Alright. So did a no shut there. Exit out of there, and this is the only place you need to use this unicast routing to set up the IPv6 routing. I'm pretty sure. Just let me double check. Yeah. Okay. So give the router the production ID number, then the router ID. Interface G has to have an area. This is the area instead of a IPv4 address area. It's just OSPV1 area for interface serial and gigabit. When you're done, when you see fully loading done on all your routers, that's when you know you've done it and you're pretty much completed. So our routers are good to go. Now it wants us to configure PCs with appropriate addressing. PCA and PCB IPv4 addressing must be the last assignable addressing in the IPv4 subnets. I've actually already figured this out, and we're going to go into the PCA right here, and where we're going to enter is in IP configuration mode. Go to your desktop, go here, 172.31.1.254. Then go here for your subnet mask, 255, 255, 254, 254.0, and our default gateway is going to be 172.31.0.1. And we don't need to do anything for IPv6. PCA is just connected to pretty much IPv4 addresses. Yeah. So close that, and that'll be saved. Go to PCB, we'll do the same thing. Subnet IP address is 172.3.3.254. Subnet mask is going to be 255. 255.254.0. Default gateway is 172.3.1.2.1. Okay. In this one, we also have to do an IPv6. So right here, go 2001:DB8:1:2/64. And actually, make sure you go here and 64 right there. Get your link local address, which is FE80:1. That's going to be our default gateway. FE80:1. So now you can get out of there. Go over to our PCC, and on PCC we only have to do an IPv6. So go here for 2001 colon DB8 colon 3 colon 2 64 FE80 colon 3 FE80 colon 3. Okay. So PCs should be done and good to go. Let's check our results. PCA is good, PCB is good, PCC is good. Everything is configured correctly. Alright. Verify your configurations and test connectivity. You can verify your configurations by hitting the show. Oh, I'll just do it in this one right here. I'll just show you the command show IP OSPF interface. Maybe. Actually, I gotta get out of this. There we go. Show IP OSPF interface. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. And it shows this route right here, showing that we got the router IDs and all the configurations set up for gigabit and serial. And that's how I'll show on the router 2 and router 3. Only thing really left to do is just try to ping from A to B, which I'm going to try to do through the command prompt. And the address I'll have to do for B is 172.3.1.3.254. And we're good to go on that one. When I did this project earlier, I could not get to see, and I've seen a lot of other videos where people have not been able to get to it, but let's just see if we can. I don't think you can get there from PCA to PCC, but I think you can from PCB to PCC. Colon 3 colon 2. Yeah. Okay. Over here it says you should be able to go from PCA to PCB and then from PCB to PCC. So I'm not surprised that didn't work. But let's go to PCB. Same thing, command prompt. Let's double check that. 2001 DB8 3 colon 2. And that's what I was talking about. It didn't make it for me last time I did this, and I checked all my configurations out. My solution to that is maybe the OSPFv3 just hasn't converged for router C. But you guys got the gist of this video, is just getting the right configurations in. And let me show you all my configurations that I had. This is a routing table. Give you guys a minute to check that out. You can pause the video. Check all those out. Any configurations you felt you missed. Actually, this is the most important for you to just check out. Just copy that. Alright, thanks for joining me on the video. You guys have a wonderful night. Any comments or questions, please feel free to let me know.